It's the duo that you love the most, covering events from coast to coast. That podcast is all about the fun with your hosts, Alpity and John. Chirping about gossip like chickadees. Turn up the cast and enjoy the tea. The podcast with the beauty and the brawn. One's a gay turkey and the other is a black swan. It's that podcast. It's that podcast. It's that podcast. Live from the John and Company studio in Denver, Colorado, it's That Podcast. And now, here are your hosts, Alpity and John.
Oh, I cut that off so bad.
Oh my God, hey, what?
Hey, what? Good thing I could edit this in post. It's all good.
But we won't.
Right.
I'm glad we can edit it, but we will probably not edit it.
Mm-mm.
My name is John.
I'm Alpity.
And we're hashtag what?
That podcast.
That's us. Isn't our intro? I love our intro. Like, there's not very many legitimate podcasts out there that have such a legit and bitchin' intro that we do. Just saying.
I can't say I disagree. I would 100% agree. So
Well, good. If you didn't agree, we would have our very first live on the air fight.
Really?
But listen, I've had a really I know we probably have fought before. Other people together.
Yes.
United as one.
Yes.
Marvel. What are all those people called? What are all those Marvel Universe people called? They're all called something. They're all of the army of the brigade. Ooh, we are going to get so canceled for this. What are those people called who are the Marvel army? All the people together, the universe people. No. Marvels of the universe. Masters of the no, that's not true. That's He-Man. Superheroes. Well, this has probably frustrated all of our listeners listening. I was going to say listening base, but I'm like, what is this, like Ace of Base?
I saw the sign.
No, we didn't, bitch. We didn't see the sign. We didn't take the clue. We didn't take the hint. We don't know pop culture. Why do we have a podcast?
Fair.
We're like, who are all of those people? And listen, I'm going to look stupid searching Marvel Army, right? Like, I'm not going to get anything with that. And the only reason I know that is because I just tried. It's you get nothing from that result. Nonetheless.
Maybe
okay, hold on. Our good friend Ryan, he might be a little bit drugged up, but we're actually going to just call him right now because he's going to know this. So I'm going to go ahead and just call him on FaceTime here.
Ryan.
I sure hope he answers.
No, that's okay.
No, it's not.
Okay, it's not okay.
Can you hear the beep beep?
I can.
That's FaceTime Android user.
I know what it sounds like.
I'm like, that's what a ringtone sounds like, not on Android. Okay, this has become I'm gonna go ahead and hang up. And the awkward thing about FaceTime too is like there's no voicemail. Like I could literally be doing this for the next 45 minutes, frankly. But nonetheless, we before the podcast is over, we will for sure identify what the army of Marvel people are called who had to fight against, I think, Thanos or somebody who snaps his
like,
fingers.
what if they don't have a name?
No, I think they do. It was like and maybe the movie was called The Civil War or something. I really don't know.
Infinity War.
Infinity War. That's it.
The Civil
That's
War.
It. Maybe we don't even need people. Infinity War. Yes. That's the Avengers Infinity War. The Avengers. Maybe that's what I was just was I did we
Is it
say
the Avengers?
I think it's just the Avengers. Oh, we are the worst. Okay, so the army of superheroes are called the Avengers. That seemed like a trick question from ourselves. Listen, I've had a tough week. I'm gonna frankly, at this point in the podcast, I'm just gonna check my oxygen. Okay. I have been this last week has been rough. I had COVID, girlfriend.
That's right.
Can you believe that?
Yeah.
It's crazy. And I can't believe I'm saying this out in the world, but like I finally caught it. I took a test, everything, and it came back positive. It was so scary, those 2 lines. I said, oh my gosh. But I got the symptoms are crazy, but listen, I'm getting so riled up. I just got to make sure my oxygen. What do you think my oxygen is on a scale of 1 to 100?
I'm hoping that it's above 80.
You're right about that, but that's a bad guess. Can you give me a number?
82.
82. Oh my god, you think I'm dying over here? I'm at 94, bitch. She's at 82. She goes, "You're barely functioning." I'm like, "Wow, am I wheezing that loudly?"
No.
She's like, "I don't know, 50%."
42%.
My breathing and my oxygen, not my brain capacity. We all know that's been functioning at about 50% since they initiated CSAT or CSAP.
The CSAP, and then went to CMAS, and then now it's no, it's still CMAS. Yeah.
That's my opinion. That spells crap. Thank you, audience. Thank you.
Standardized
Thank you so much. CRAP. No, I don't care about standardized testing. I mean, I let me say it this way. I don't have an opinion either way on it, but we should leave it at that because this could get sticky really quickly.
Yeah.
The order has been up. Girlfriend, so my oxygen's good. So luckily for you, we can keep going with the podcast.
Good. I was like, we're going to record a podcast. We're already here. We're literally recording the live stream.
Arteries.
We're arteries.
Have you ever had COVID, by the way?
No, I mean,
this
not.
This might be breaching HIPAA, but
How dare you? Oh my gosh. No, I have not.
I'm like, rude. No, it's crazy. I gotta tell you the symptoms. Like I got put on the COVID medicine for fat and unhealthy people because I'm
Paxlovid.
Yes, exactly. I got put on.
I see ads for it because it's like,
oh really?
Say no to COVID. Get Paxlovid.
Oh my god! You know, now that you say that, I've seen this on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
It has actually been infiltrating my YouTube. You're exactly right. Because it sounded super familiar. But anyway, so I wasn't thrilled that I had to be on the medicine, but it did help, I guess. But the symptoms lasted like 5 days. I got to tell you that they were wild. Like it felt like there was a sumo wrestler just sitting on my chest. Ooh. Breathing was tough. Fatigue is crazy. I really hate the idea of being tired anyway. Like I feel like sleep is a waste of life, but I know I'm like not a majority in that belief, you know. Okay, don't come for me, sleepers.
Like, I mean, I like my sleep. I just don't do it enough anymore.
I mean, listen, if you can sleep, you should. How many? I mean, I feel like you should get 7-8 hours of sleep a night, but I also feel like you should eat Cheerios, and I don't.
How dare you? Cheerios,
do you eat Cheerios?
Cheerios is an integral part of my life.
Oh, what about Folgers in your cup?
Exactly. I'm just kidding.
Exactly.
I don't know the last time I had Cheerios, but that sounds good now.
Ooh,
I don't know why.
That's crazy. I did just get an alert that my audio might be causing an echo.
Yes, because I can hear myself.
Oh, isn't that interesting?
Now I don't think I can. Oh, no, I can. I can hear myself.
Okay, that's really interesting. I'm not sure what's going on with our audio.
Double time.
Double time. But are you still echoing? You're probably not echoing anymore, right?
No, I don't think I am. No.
Look at that. All I did was nothing. And it solves the entire problem. That is helpful. Thank you.
It's because I'm here. Lord. I used to work in tech, so that's why.
That is true.
Yep.
Listen,
I fixed it.
Tech, we actually have not acknowledged this. You know, today is a very special day, girlfriend, because it's...
Oh, gosh.
It's our 99th episode. That's the free instrumental we're allowed to play. That's, of course, from our hit song,
1500
Motorola's. What was it? 1900 Motorola's?
No, 1500 Motorola's.
1500 Motorola's. That was some of our best work. And although we are not here to reminisce, because obviously our 100th episode is going to be coming up the very next week.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it is kind of interesting to think like how full circle we've come, because you guys remember what El Pity was just referencing was that hilarious sketch.
I'm not going to buy a 1500 phone.
1500 phones.
Yeah. 1500 Motorola's, 1500 Motorola's, 1500 Motorola's.
And then we make it a thing.
1500 Motorola's.
When El Pity busted out the bass of that song. It's so good.
So fucking funny.
1500 Motorola's.
I want you all to start singing 1500 Motorola's, 1500 Motorola's.
I mean, that's literally the best part is the like who put that in the real song? And like they loved it. Like, yes, we want that, and you keep it in the song.
We need that.
We need
That's the key line.
That's the thing.
Because who else is gonna sing about balloons?
No, we've made a lot of songs famous, like that one. Of course, Celebrate. As
Mhm.
no one knew before this show.
At all. Mhm.
Do, 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 do. Hoo-hoo. We love that. We were a GIF at one time, or GIF if you're stupid.
Say it however you want. My goodness.
No, you say it the correct way. Okay. And these people who say, what do you give people, a gift? I'm like, no, I give people a fucking gift. But that's different than a GIF. You fucking dummy.
Oh,
Just
Jesus.
kidding. Wow, that's gonna get me canceled. But that is gonna make a great TikTok.
I'm not gonna make it a TikTok. Do not worry.
I'm not gonna. She's like, no.
No.
Listen, it's nothing but a GIF thing, baby.
Hmm.
Sorry.
I have to go
So
back and
nonetheless.
make that one now. Dang it.
Like now you're famous.
Fine.
There you go. Double J. Hey, hey. Listen, it's been a whirlwind of a show. I really can't believe that we're going to be approaching our 100th episode. Like
I
that's crazy.
know.
And listen, like we should probably do something like very extravagant and like, I don't know, buy a cake or something, but we're not going to. I'm just going to tell you people, we're just going to get through the 100th episode,
No,
much like we've all been.
You know what? Maybe I'll run to like nothing but cakes and get a bun cake for myself. There you go.
I love that. I'm gonna get just a bun. Rough. Yikes, folks. You know, it's the COVID. It took the taste, the smell, and my sense of humor.
So do you still have COVID brain? Because I think that's a thing.
Oh, 100%. I'm exhausted. I still really can't taste anything. The only thing I'm really drinking is Diet 7-Up, which is like I really love. So, listen, that's me drinking it. Delicious, folks. This is journalism at its finest. Everybody's like,
That's
"Why
me
did we record
drinking
tonight?"
it.
Why? That's me drinking it.
You know
guys
what?
wanna hear it
Just a
again? One sec.
bonus. There we go. I'm gonna drink with you.
Ooh, drink. Oh, chip, chip,
That was water.
Ew, water. First of all, gross. Don't try to come here with that propaganda over here talking about water. No. I bet you're a GIF person too. You bet you say GIF and you drink a bunch of water.
I actually say both, so I please both
What do you mean
parties.
you no, there's no helping. You have to choose a side. Much like you have to choose if the dress was black and blue or gold and yellow
Ooh.
or white and gold. Because I don't think it was gold and yellow.
It wasn't. It's actually pink. And that's where I stand with that.
I said she is the Switzerland of pop culture.
Yes.
Lori L. Pierce. I like to take a stand, controversial stands,
Yes.
stands that people might disagree with, frankly.
Okay. One of
Yeah.
these days, you're just really gonna get us canceled, huh?
Really, probably. Correct. No, I mean, hopefully not. I mean, I'm stupid, but I'm not ill-intended. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not ignorant. I'm just dumb. Okay, that's the ignorant gives it too much credit, but I just say really stupid things, which listen have had consequences in my life.
It happens.
But hasn't that with everyone?
Yes.
You know, one time, yeah, it's just interesting words.
Words.
And now it's all like existential. It's like, yes, words are words, and words are things, and things are
Words
words.
means a
Yes.
multitude of words.
Yes, that's true. Don't you love when people say things but they don't say anything? They're just like kind of what we just did for the last 30 seconds. It was like you just said words, but not like there was no content. It was like I did that a lot writing in essays in school. It was a lot of that bullshit. I was like, and then I'm going to get into this next topic, which I will get into very shortly.
But
And in the
first-
upcoming topic that I'll be getting into prior to mentioning that topic will be this topic before the topic I'm going to mention in a moment. It's like, okay, I'm like, listen, you wanted that shit to be 3 pages double spaced. That's what you're gonna get,
Right.
Mr. Reed Miller. Shit. Don't you? Fart.
Fart.
No. What was it? You know, speaking of school, what was your favorite class in school?
I liked math.
Mathematics. What's your favorite math class? Tell us. Was it algebra? Don't say
yeah.
algebra. Okay, LPD. What is going on in this podcast? Who have you become?
I like math.
No, I like math too, honestly. Algebra's fun, but algebra, I mean,
Algebra
doesn't
1.
feel like we use it like now.
No,
right?
we don't.
I mean, I have a couple of X's,
Like,
and bitch, I don't know why, because I'm pretty cool.
y equals x's.
Y equals X's. Nobody knows. Okay.
Excuse me, I try to raise
And
my mic.
that is the T equals T.
You know, if you add tea to water, it's
Yeah, stop with
tea
your water
water.
propaganda, lady. No, listen, I do love to be hydrated, and I like sparkling water, but I've just never been a huge advocate for regular water. Much like we talked about, I don't believe in bungee jumping or skydiving. I don't believe in water.
I get
frankly.
it. I get it, I guess. I mean, well, you know, I'm picky about water too. Like if I like a good water, I like a good water. But if I am
Who makes good water? Tell the world.
you know,
Hashtag not sponsored.
hashtag not sponsored. Smart Water's pretty good. Aquafina is actually pretty decent. Dasani is
Dasani is a
if you had to choose between Arrowhead and Dasani, I would choose Dasani because Arrowhead is trash.
interesting. Oh, you don't like Arrowhead. Oh, Arrowhead. You guys got to
Yeah.
the recipe. Well, what makes water not good? I don't understand.
It just has a
clearly can't be
weird
the recipe.
it tastes
Like,
dirty.
it hit a different set of rocks in the creek. Yeah, that Arrowhead water hit too many rocks on the creek.
I guess so. I
That
don't know.
Evian water only hit the weeds.
The weeds and those weeds are actually like mint and different
Minty.
herbs.
Yes. Don't you wonder the thing that makes water water?
I do sometimes, but I never
Actually, I've never-
research it.
Resurgent. Listen, you know, speaking of, do you remember Surge? Delicious.
Oh my gosh, I
Oh.
only drank it like once because it didn't taste good to me.
Yeah, but you're not a big soda gal in general,
Mm-mm.
or pop, if you like to say it that way. I don't
Soda
know.
pop, soda pop.
I usually say soda. I don't. People always say it's a something.
That's a controversial poll.
That is a controversial poll. We should. You know what? This feels like deja vu. I bet you we've done this poll before in the 100 episodes, because I bet you we've had the same discussion.
We
But
probably
maybe
have.
not.
We-
But I
we-
am very curious. That should be a poll to make that as a thing. A poll will happen. We want to know: do you call it soda? Do you call it pop?
Or do you
Or
call
are
it
you one of the very few population who calls it Coke?
exactly?
Right? Because some people just call Coke Coke.
I just see hi COVID girly.
Hi, everybody knows COVID girly.
Jay
Um,
Lannon.
Oh yes. Oh, I think that's my sister.
I think
or
it is
it's
too.
someone coming for my identity.
I hope not.
Someone is using my username again. I know, poor thing. We do have the same initials, right? And so my poor sister always had to she never got the passwords in school. She never got the good emails. She always had to be Jay Lannon 1.
Ooh,
Tough.
sorry.
Imagine being Jay Lannon 0.
Oh,
The
oh.
worst. Yeah, COVID is no fun.
Identity theft is no joke.
It is no joke. Hashtag ID, hashtag theft, hashtag don't steal it from me, girlfriend.
Don't steal identities.
No,
Because
don't
that's
steal
rude.
identities. Listen, we were talking earlier about some funny ways to identify words, and the words that's really been popping off on the internet has been bussy, in referring to
I didn't realize we
men-
were going to bring this up during the podcast.
I didn't either, but you said ID and it made me think of it.
Honestly, I
bussy
said
is
Polda because I was like, oh, this would be a great segue.
great segue to the poll as opposed to bussy. Got it.
Yes.
Nonetheless, a bussy is a fun term if you are so inclined to search that up on the internet. It simply is, I think it's boy P word.
Yeah.
So I think it just it's short for that. I prefer, as I talked to you earlier about, me and my good Judy Ryan, who you all are, friend of the pod, we call it a boos instead of a bussy.
Like
And that's to call it a caboose.
yeah.
Like a train, like Thomas the Train.
I said that was
Choo-choo.
adorable.
Isn't that so cute?
I
I'm like,
think
I gotta
so.
clean out my boots before I go on that date.
Ooh.
Just kidding. It's an exit. Anyway, so nonetheless, that that's some form of identification. But speaking of poles, I'm so glad we brought that up.
Yeah, sorry, the wind just like picked up.
Oh, it's windy in Arizona,
Oh, it's
allegedly.
like, oh, it's a plane. It's fine.
This wind sounds like an air jet.
I'm
That's
pretty sure.
crazy.
Yeah, it was a plane.
It's a plane.
Yes.
Is it a bird? Is it a plane?
So we have a wind advisory. So if this podcast just randomly stops, it's because I lost power.
Or you decided to stop
Yeah,
the
just
playing of this show, which is also likely. People are like, okay, I'll just hit stop and just say it was the airwaves.
Oops, sorry.
That's so funny we didn't know the word for Avengers. Boy, do I feel silly now.
Oh man.
Nonetheless, we had a poll and we talked about, what's funny about this poll, actually, El Pity.
Yeah.
Do you remember what we polled our viewing audience or listening audience with?
No, I completely forgot. The only thing I guessed was it was about butter.
So and the audience goes crazy. So a pity has no fucking clue what we asked you guys 2 weeks ago, which
No.
to be fair is a long time ago. And it is not about butter. But I'm going to give you another hint. I'll give you 3 guesses. This is your first guess. Your second clue that I'll provide
Yes.
for your second guess will be it had to do with our childhood.
Have you seen my childhood?
Have you seen my butter? No. I do love butter though.
Our childhood. Cotton candy.
Excuse me.
I don't know.
Cotton candy. Did we talk about cotton candy last time?
No.
I like turtles. I'm like, is she trying to trick me? Is she just saying words, things that I like? She's like, Diet 7-Up. I'm like, what? Like what now? Cotton
Whataburger.
candy. Whataburger. Stop it! All right, one more guess. It had to do with animals.
Oh no.
Children, us as children, something to do with animals, a poll.
Capybaras.
I'm sorry. Now, are you now just speaking different languages? What did you just say? Capybaras?
It's like the biggest rodent, the capybara or whatever.
The El Chupacabra?
No, that's no.
Oh. Because I think that might be fake. Wait, what are you trying to say? What?
It's a capybara. It's like
A capybara?
yeah, it's the largest rodent in the rodent family.
Okay, that's nice that you're trying to detract me, okay, with a capybara, which I'm looking at a picture of a capybara right now. I thought this was the El Chupacabra or something. It just looks like a big old hamster, and it's gigantic for a rodent.
Like chupacabra is a better name. Like it just sounds better. So
It doesn't mean anything?
I don't know. I just thought about that after I said that.
Isn't that something? I think it's a movie. That's what we do know. And it's about El Chupacabra wreaking havoc around Los Angeles. Interesting.
I should watch that.
I should.
My
also.
glasses are dirty. I just wanted
So
to
El
make sure.
Chupacabra I think, is a fake creature. It sounds like, yes.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I'm
I'm so glad we clarified that. But nonetheless, our poll was, what do you think is more traumatizing in a classroom setting?
oh
Was it A released cockatiel flying over you during reading time, which sounds absolutely horrifying? B, a snake being fed mice and you having to watch? Or 3, neither. I like 3 because that one makes us sound like crazy people, right?
right.
And of course, this was our El Pity and I's childhood. For some reason, and I think it's still a thing for science teachers specifically. Teachers like to have pets in their schools. They like to have these animals, these orphan
Right,
animals,
right.
give away to children in the summertime anyway. So I'm like, I don't know why they have these, El Chupacabras in their classroom, but nonetheless, the internet has said with a whopping 50% that the most traumatizing of those 3 is watching a snake be fed mice. I gotta tell you, it was kind of it was a weird thing as a 4th grader. I'm like, this is really interesting that
Right.
we're doing this. But listen, I don't know. I haven't really done therapy sessions on it, but I would imagine that it's traumatizing.
It still gives
But
me
again,
chills. So
Yeah, I think about kids who are or people, because I know people who are deathly afraid of birds. Old friend of the pod, Robbie, is deathly afraid of birds. And you just think about if you're deathly afraid of birds and you're trying to read and there's a bird flapping and flipping all over you, no, thank you.
right. And then I wasn't trying to read. I was bored.
I know
ADHD.
you probably had your little finger out in the air like snow.
No, I was like with
snow.
the book, like, I'm gonna try to read. I'm gonna flip this page.
Oh, I never really like to read. I got to tell you. Listen, I love a good audiobook. I love to hear my books. but reading in school is not my thing. And they chose such terrible books.
Right.
Oh my god, I'm like,
Well,
no
boring
one's trying
books.
to read this.
Boring books. Yeah.
No, terrible books.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. I'm totally joking. No, you're right. They're boring books. As a child, you're like, why am I reading this?
Right. Like,
I know,
can
and you
read
know what I
this.
love? I love that everyone quotes 1984 just because we all had to read it as sophomores or something. Well, I probably had to because I'm stupid. Probably everyone else read it as 8th graders.
I don't remember reading that, so.
You remember reading 1984, Cameras on the Streets?
Mm-mm.
Spooky George Orwell?
Mm-mm.
What about Animal Farm? I bet you read Animal Farm.
Mm-mm.
Girl, where'd you go to school?
I'm not telling my business like that.
Dang, what kind of books were you reading?
I mean, we read like
The
To Kill a
devil
Mocking-
books? Were you reading Harry Potter and the Sorceress?
No, To Kill a Mockingbird was one.
Yep, I remember that one. That one gave teachers free reign to say the word, and I said, you might need to stop.
Right, you shouldn't say that. You don't do that.
They love it. They say, we're going to read this one over and over. I said, that's enough. Why does that teacher love that book so much?
This is my favorite book.
Every time. They said, we're going to do read aloud. I said, the hell we are. I said, you could try that shit again.
Right. We're not doing that. We're
No.
not.
It always, I mean, I'm telling you that those books, I'm just like, To Kill a Mockingbird. So that was the book you read?
I don't remember the other ones. Romeo and Juliet. We had.
Oh my God, what a sad sap story.
Mhm.
Oh my God, it's like,
Love. Oh no,
Love.
tragedy. Oh no. Oh, hope. Oh no, tragedy.
oh no.
Tragedy.
And then death. Just
So
kidding.
much-
Just kidding. A lot more death.
Right. Gotcha.
That I was alive. Gotcha, dead. It's like it's a modern. I was gonna say it's a modern day Titanic. Shakespeare is not a modern day Titanic, despite popular belief.
No.
Actually, not belief at all.
No.
Oh, heck in a handbasket. We are the Avengers of pop culture. Hear us
Avengers.
roar. You know, speaking of, happy President's Day a couple of weeks ago.
Hey, thanks. Happy birthday to my brother.
Oh my God, he's a president.
Mhm.
That is cool.
Yeah.
Presidente Floyd.
We can see it.
I honestly, the world would probably vote for Floyd.
Right. Exactly.
And he's got that, like, he's just an attractive guy. He's very personable, humble, but, confident. He could be president.
Yeah.
I'm with it.
Yeah.
But you need to run with his vice.
No.
As his vice.
No, I'm good.
No?
I'm just gonna stay in the shadows and be like, it's fine.
It's fine.
Don't look for
holla.
me.
Maybe you'd be press secretary.
I would still be in the spot. I don't want to do all that.
Maybe you got to pick a position in the cabinet. Pick one.
Why I gotta be in the cabinet?
It's an obligation.
Oh, dang. Guess I'm vice president then.
Yeah, that would be a good role. I would. You know what I would like if you could put me on the cabinet, please? I would like to be on the Supreme Court.
Okay.
Love
Done.
that. I think a cute little gown I could wear to work every day. And then I would love to say like, not happening, America.
Not today.
Water outlawed. National anthem, 99 Luftballons, the German version.
Everybody must learn German. Justice
Everyone
John.
must learn German. Justice. You better stop right now. You know what? I'm actually going to abort my campaign with you and your family. I'm sorry. I'm going to just go into the celebrity judge arena, which I don't even know that you need any credentials for that.
I don't think so.
Justice.
You just have to be a celebrity.
I should be Justice John.
Justice
Justice Court with John.
Show.
Everything's just an echo. You know what though, girl? I would hire you in a heartbeat as the bailiff to this show.
I'd be the bailiff.
You would 100. You would be the gayliff. Hey, well, not because you're gay, but you know what I mean. Because
I was like, did I just learn something about myself? That'd be cool.
That is it. Oh my God, that's so good.
Episode
Bailiff
100. I
LPD.
accidentally come out thanks to John.
I
No,
want to give you a better
that
name
cool.
than bailiff though. What a weird name. I feel like you should be like bailiff Boss Bailiff LPD. There you go, Boss Bailiff.
Yes.
Boss Bailiff. And I would just make decisions. I would say, no.
And then there will
And
be
it was
on
like,
me on the side. Ha!
ha! Yeah, arrested.
Order in the
Actually,
court.
you know what's funny? I don't think what's interesting now that you're going to have a really easy job as Justice John Bailiff Boss LPD. Because if you think about it, there's not very many fights that break out in these justice settings.
Mm-mm.
Not in the TV ones, at least. Because really, have you ever seen like Jerry, like the bailiff get in the middle of it?
Never. Like, I
Never.
feel like it's just gonna be me yelling. Like, if they get like a little loud, I'm gonna be like, quiet, and go cheer mode.
Oh, and you forgot the most important thing: laughing at all of my jokes.
Yes. Oh,
You be like you
that's
do. everything.
easy.
She's like, bitch, I've been doing that for fucking 10 years. I'm like, even when they're not funny though, she's like, yes, exactly what I've been doing for 10 years. I'm like, that's my girl. Bailiff Boss. Double BLP.
Can I have
that
a
would be
black
fun.
and gold uniform?
You can have whatever you want. You get to make the rules. And actually, I think you
Rhinestones.
should have a whole Avenger army of bailiffs. We should outnumber the court people. We should have more bailiffs, an army of the court.
And then I'm Boss Bailiff. That's why.
Boss Bailiff, yep.
Yeah.
And actually, speaking of it, your seat can just be next to mine. I'll have like a court, like a justice seat, and then you could just have the bailiff seat right next to me.
Okay, I love that.
But it's going to be on wheels in case you.
You're right. If I need to get up and.
Yeah, but move. I'm like, I just did the movement for pushing. Wouldn't that be hilarious? Oh my God. The bailiff is on the floor.
You pushed me too hard.
But I would like to make those decisions in the court of law.
Well, you should get to work on
Again,
that.
not because I am qualified to do so, but simply because I want to do so.
Right. You
And
pick it up fast. Like,
I think so. I've watched these court shows. I love them. I mean, we've talked about it. I love People's Court. I love Judge Judy or Judy Justice. There's another one there now. So, anyway, just consider me when Floyd becomes president.
I knew someone who was on Judge Judy, so.
I had a former employee on Judge Mathis. Judge Joe Brown was someone I knew via college in Chicago.
Oh.
Well, I didn't know him, but I hung out with his son, and we ended up in Judge Joe Brown's house. Yeah, this is like I probably shouldn't be saying this on a public forum, but it's a true story. So we were friends with the kid, Judge Joe Brown's kiddo, and we may or may not have been under the influence in the house. And when I noticed that it was Judge Joe Brown, I was very, very, how do I say, curious. But then I also thought someone was fucking with me.
You're like, am I on the show right now? Oh my God.
I'm like, what would I do? Walk upstairs really awkwardly, which is precisely what we all did. And then I asked, like, is that? It's like, yeah, that's
my dad. Yeah.
Like Judge Joe Brown. Oh my God.
What the shit?
But nonetheless.
You think that would be something you would
The
tell
more
us?
you know.
Well, I get what.
I just don't know if the only reason I feel so weird about saying that, I just don't know if they want their business like that out there. Like, it's not like I am exposing anything, but
No,
it's just,
you're really not.
right? It's like, and probably where he lives is not like a known or not like a secret.
Yeah.
of the world.
I mean, you could find that probably on the internet.
But speaking of secrets, let me tell you, I've been watching TV again.
Oh, woo.
It's amazing what COVID will do to you.
Yes.
No, I fell down this rabbit hole. Have you heard of this term called star children? And they're alien children, half alien, half human, here to infiltrate the earth. Yes. And you know what the most wonderful part about this is this was all, and I'm like, there was just and the people who are experts in the field, and I have a recorded proof of this, are called here. Let me just read it to you, or let you hear it, because to me it seemed like the most obscure way to describe someone, to describe like star portals and star children. This is what they refer to as. Here we go.
Some ancient
astronaut theorists are on, wait for it, the History Channel, talking about the legitimacy of star children and alien life, which again, I'm not shitting on. I want to be very clear about that, right? Because I believe that there is extraterrestrial world out there. But I do think it is a stretch to have this stuff playing on History Channel with some of the stretches that I heard on the show. So nonetheless, but I got to tell you, it's very fascinating. Star children, it's been known in the world, I guess, for many moons and centuries. The Native American culture believed in star children.
Okay.
So yeah, it's very interesting. So if you
Huh.
want to fall down a rabbit hole of completely worthless information, and make everyone question your sanity, I highly recommend checking out that show.
I just might because I'm intrigued.
And it's the show called Ancient Aliens on History.
Ah, okay,
So
gotcha.
I think there's like 8 seasons, which I'm like, good lord, there's a lot of stories.
And real
Now
quick,
listen, I do believe it.
I'm echoing a little bit. I can hear myself.
Okay. She's an echoer.
Yes.
She's echoing. You know what's funny about the echo? I just don't know where it's coming from.
You're late.
And that's
No.
Yodel. Oh, she was echo. I got it.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, she was doing a bit.
It made sense at the time.
It made sense at the time. So yes, I think now I have done again nothing from an audio perspective. You guys, I'm so sorry if this audio is terrible. Let me do something else. Let me just move my microphone up and down. Okay, is that better? Okay, let me adjust it. Up and down, up and down.
Jeanette says the audio is fine. Thank you.
I'm like, okay, let me just adjust my headset. Okay, there we go. Now that's this is literally the story of my life. I never fixed anything. I just moved things a little bit. I'm like, amazing, it started working again. That's just a mess. Nonetheless, that's where we've been in our life. And listen, these shows I find fascinating. Is there anything that you've been binging on that I should be interested in? Anything that you watch?
Yeah, I watch some replays of streams from time to time, and recently I have been watching a lot of Simply Nailogical's streams. So,
the hologram lady or whatever, holistic,
Hollow. Yeah, there you go. Hollow Taco. That's her nail polish brand. So she'll do like
it's called Hollow Taco.
Yeah, because she would usually say
Okay.
when she was trying to say top coat, she would say taco instead. It sounded like taco, and yes, exactly. So
because an empty taco again sounds like something I can't get down with. As Supreme Court Justice John John. That's great. So you've been getting because this is that nail gal. You were super. It's last time, like when we were recording a couple years ago. You were super into super nailogical too.
Simply Nailogical.
What did I call her? Super
Nailogical. She's a part of the Avengers.
Super nail, super clips, super great clips. We love her, but she does this holographic, which is not. It's like iridescent. Is that what we call this these days?
It wouldn't be iridescent. So it's holographic because it shows like all facets of the rainbow.
Prince performing in the of it.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. Just
can you imagine
twirling?
Twirling. Michael Jackson, Prince twirling. And then whatever Prince says. It's all hee hee hoo hee hee hoo. Oh, everybody knows that Prince saying hoo hoo.
All off key for some reason.
Actually, I think that's Casper. He was a very friendly ghost. Oh, and his little pal Wendy.
But anyways, she does nail stuff.
Go ahead, keep going, please.
I can't.
She said
she does nail stuff, and then she also does gaming too. So it's fun to watch her game.
Well, silly question, but I'm guessing the nails are at this point dry before she games, or is that part of her shtick? Like, it's like I'm in a game with.
She separates the stream, so like on one day she'll do like nails, and then another day she does a gaming. So
how fun! I think she should incorporate them. I think she should do her nails and then play a game. Wouldn't that be so fun and comical?
It's not that comical because you can still play kind of normal. I know, because I do that
every once in a while. You'll say shit.
As long as I'm careful. I look like this, like that.
Oh yeah, there's like you're eating a coffee cake.
Yeah.
What are those things? A rum cake is really what I was thinking of.
Yeah, squish it in
They're
your
squishy,
hands.
squishy.
Squish it in your hands.
Yes. Favorite cake, El Pity? 3, 2, 1.
Yellow cake with chocolate frosting.
Yellow cake with chocolate frosting sounds like a thing.
Yep.
Mine. You want to know mine?
Yes. Red velvet cake.
Okay. No, I don't like red velvet. What? Red velvet cake. Oh my god. I don't like red cal. What the fuck am I
Red,
doing?
red
Velvet cake.
cake. There you
I do
go.
not like red velvet cake at all. And I don't like being bamboozled into trying to say the word because I don't like something I don't like. You know what I do like? Carrot cake.
Yes.
Period.
Mhm.
Carrot cake.
With cream cheese frosting.
Oh yeah, I love a good frosting. People who, I think it was Anne Hathaway who just went.
I'm sorry, hold on.
That's
Ryan
okay.
jumped into the chat. Whoops, I missed Ja's call. It's all good because I didn't know the answer anyway.
Okay, good. He didn't know who the Avengers were. Okay, that's good.
Hi,
He
Ryan.
had to have known. He has to know the Avenger Army. Nonetheless, we appreciate the service here.
Yes.
But listen, I love. What is Anne Hathaway said? Some viral celebrities like, oh, I have a new way of eating cupcakes. Have you seen this?
Oh yeah, but I saw that even before Anne Hathaway though.
Yeah, whoever did. So someone is saying that you should you explain, El Pity. It's very confusing.
You take the cupcake and you take the bottom part and you tear
Screw
it in half.
off. It doesn't make any sense. Why would you screw it? Like
you just peel it off like the half, and then
Okay.
you put it on top of the frosting, and then you have a cupcake sandwich.
A cupcake sandwich, which is like, and then they say, oh, so this celebrity, I think it was Anne Hathaway, I don't know, some celebrity that's far more famous than that I can't remember her name. Isn't that a flex? I'm like, I don't know, some famous person who was on my Instagram feed. Maybe Anne Hathaway, maybe Anne Heche. I don't know.
One of the Anns.
One of those Anns, but it was not Anne Frank. That I do know. But nonetheless, she says that it prevents frosting from going up your nose. Okay, how are you eating a cupcake in which frosting is going up your nose?
Right.
It makes me so crazy.
Like I just do it because it's just less messy, so you don't have.
I don't do it because it sounds crazy. And imagine me being at a party or at someone's wedding, dissecting a cupcake. Like, what are you doing? I'm like, oh, I'm doing the Anne Hathaway sandwich.
I've done it like.
You've done it. You've done it. Wait, hold on. This is a real thing you've done.
Yeah.
I just constantly.
I don't like being that messy.
See, but I don't feel like a cupcake is. There's a reason we go cupcakes and not a full cake, right? Because cupcakes, in theory, are less messy. But this whole, I don't know. Maybe I'll try it and then become a lover of it because I just don't see.
It is kind of a good balance. So I mean, it's a cupcake sandwich.
It's a cupcake sandwich. A cupcake sandwich, and what's interesting is it has more of a texture of a cake, which is what you want anyway, right? Like you want.
I just realized I'm just sitting here calling out my dog's name.
Oh, the dog is probably going fucking crazy. Right now.
She's probably
you keep saying my name because my name is
mean?
Cupcake.
Yep. And then I also have another dog, Pancake, who's like, "Oh, I'm hearing the word cake."
He's like, cake
Right.
pans. That's hilarious. But yeah, listen. I admire you for being one of these warriors who speaks loud and proud about this cupcake. But I've never tried it. But again, I'm also like one of those bitches who can like eat a whole cupcake in like one bite.
See, I can't. So that makes sense.
But I'm like a cartoon. Like I have a pretty small mouth. And then when I eat cupcakes, it expands. Exactly. It's scary. I'm like, ah. And then I just because to me eating a cupcake, I think you're right, it's messy. Yeah. But a little like a bite-sized cupcake is even better. Oh, I feel like Godzilla when I eat those. Oh my god.
Those are so nice. Right.
Or the other ones that are really good are those little biscuits that you can eat.
Oh.
Those I think they're called Lil Biscuits or Biscuit Pals. I don't know. We used to have them all the time at
like a little show and everything. Biscuit
Pals.
Yeah.
A little bit. I think Biscuit Pals. It's like the not Veggie Tales.
Right.
And Biscuit Pals.
Biscuit Pals. Biscuit Pals.
The anti-religion cartoon. Just kidding. They're not anti-religion.
No, they like gravy.
They like gravy. It's the Catholic show. It's like Catholic cupcakes. Catholic cupcakes and carbs. Yes, amen. Man, we got you to say amen. We know the word. You don't need to make it so fancy.
Right.
Give me the bread and give me the wine because I gotta go
10 seconds.
Actually, I think I'm going to start speaking as Catholic Monsignor / priest. I'm like, welcome to the podcast at large.
There's a little fly that keeps flying around. I see.
It actually looked like you might have seen a spirit,
Because like,
because you keep looking like above your computer screen.
yeah.
I'm like, what's going on over there, gal? Or like someone's like, it's like those where someone's making you do something on camera, like Saw.
Right.
He's like, keep juggling, lady. You're like, that would be terrifying to me.
Right.
If someone telling me to continue doing things
that I can't do.
Yeah, that I can't do or that I could do. That just is alarming.
Right. Like, I'm going to learn real fast, I guess.
Even if they said do the 1-2 step, I'd be like, oh, I can do that, baby.
Right.
But,
well, you want some Soldier Boy? I got that too.
I know all of them. It's so bad.
The
You know the Soldier Boy.
wobble.
Of course, everyone knows the wobble, 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 wobble.
Turns into just a party.
It does. And then, of course, the electric slide.
You can do it. It's electric.
Boogie Boogie. It's so great that these songs finally have a platform where people can finally know about these indie artists, and we can kind of give them some limelight. Really lucky. Soldier Boy, you're welcome for this. Hopefully people find out about you. I know you're kind of up and coming.
Yeah, he finds out about our
Whoever
podcast.
the electric slide people were. Who the fuck were the electric slide people? Do you know?
Mm-mm.
All right, you don't know, so that's going to make this part really fun.
Sorry.
No, that's okay. It's actually Marcia Griffiths. Interesting.
Singing about the electric slide.
Oh, wouldn't that be just sad? Like you, and maybe it's generational, but how sad, like you literally have the biggest bar mitzvah song in all of the world, or the biggest wedding song, or really any song, prom. Biggest party song. I love that those are the 3 top events in my life.
Bar mitzvah.
Bar mitzvah, wedding, and prom. I dance nowhere else except for those places. But no,
and I've been to 3 clubs.
And I've been to 3 clubs. Yeah, no, and I mean, I don't know that at large people know who Marcia Griffiths is. So if you don't, folks, I think this is the time that we, again, I was originally being a stupid bitch and funny about it, but this is actually kind of fun. Like, I did not know who she was, so thank God for this show for bringing light to these artists.
You're learning with us.
You're learning with us. Everyone's like, shut up. But yeah, no, that's the order. And it's frankly. Listen, I'd be remiss to not mention to plug my channel, right? JohnJohnLand.com, folks. I posted a new video. I did all my my coach purchases from 2022.
That's
and
right.
never ever do I realize when my family is doing something in a chat.
We're still recording a podcast, right?
Allegedly, nonetheless. This COVID brain, it's just completely distracted me. I get taken from myself.
You got took.
I got took. That's right. But nonetheless, I did get a video, got that posted. I was surprised how much I bought until I edited it. I'm like, good Lord. And then, of course, me and Ryan did a couple of videos on Junior Slots channel. So check that out. Thanks for the shares, by the way.
Yes.
And Elpidi, you are selling some really cool shit on Etsy. Tell the world about it. We gotta let the world know.
Let me tell the world then. Sorry.
DJ.
That came out really is kind of
No, I get it though. You're like, shut the fuck up so I can tell them. I totally get it. I listen, I was gonna say anything but aware, but I'm very aware. It's sick how aware, but nonetheless.
I was just trying to reinforce what you were saying. I was trying to copy you, and that didn't work. It didn't work.
Your business.
I'm selling planner pages. They're instant downloadables, and you can print them on your own. They come in sizes A4, A5, A6, and leather.
Ooh,
not
sexy.
leather. Not leather. Leather.
Listen, you could put those planner pages in leather.
Yes,
I
you
have,
could. Yeah.
Frankly. No, but those are all paper sizes, and they come in PDF form, right?
Yes, correct.
They're fabulous. I use the planner pages. You know that. I always take notes on them. We do podcast outlines on them, and you've really expanded like crazy. You have some in front of you now.
I do. I have my to-do list in front of me. I have a checkbook register. Here, I'll do this. Oh God!
She's showing on the screen some of these beautiful designs. And what's cool about these designs, Elpidi actually did the full design. So like the background, like you're like, yeah, obviously there's some areas where you do the filling in, but it's a really cute design. Like I said, I have them in a couple of my different Trapper Keepers, but go check it out. We will make sure to link that all over our social media, which of course you can stay engaged.
This one I apparently made a design change, but it's in black and white. But there's my bills. There you
Ooh.
go.
The bill. There's her bills. So if there's sugar daddy who wants to pay him, hit me up.
Yes. Or hit John up. It's fine.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't mind. El Pity does not want a sugar daddy. I don't mind one.
I don't need a sugar daddy. And if I wanted a sugar daddy, I could get a sugar daddy.
You know what?
because I'm sickening.
What? No, that's very true. But remember, folks, you guys can, of course, stay engaged all over social media at #thatpodcast.
Yes.
You know, my name is Double J, Justice John.
And I'm Boss Bailiff, El Pity.
Boss Bailiff, El Pity.
Yes.
But you can find me all over social media at John Lannon.
I'm at El Pity.
Yes, you are. And we're what show? #thatpodcast.
We sure are.
You know what? We love you so much, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.